Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Salon Talks with Sony. I am your host, Sony. Today's a very special episode. I have my friend here with me today. I'm not going to butcher her name, so I'm going to call her what I call her. Her name is Yemi, but I will allow her to say her full name, y'all, so I don't butcher it. But we're going to get into the introduction, y'all. I prepared a very professional introduction for her because we're not going to have a round two of how I messed up Rashad's intro, okay?
You did, bro. I promise.
So everyone, please welcome Yemi. Yay! Okay, so she is someone who brings both precision and passion to the table, okay? She's a fashion designer, she has an accounting degree, a lover of a statement piece, and someone who's bringing her culture to the runway, okay? Please welcome the multi-talented, thoughtful, and low-key hilarious, because she is funny. We be having a key, Miss Yemi. Let's say your name.
Yemi Afọwọ́bí.
There you go, period, okay? Let's talk creativity, culture, and what happens when you mix the calculator and couture. First of all, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you go from accounting to fashion designing? Let's get into that. So, give us all the tea.
Okay. So, I went to Skyline Magnet High School. Go Raiders! And my choice was between mathematics or fashion design, and I wanted to have a good high school experience. So I said, let me do something a little bit easy. Fashion. And I fell in love with it.
I love that for you.
My mother was a seamstress, so I was just like, I saw it growing up. So I wasn't a girly girl growing up. I was a tomboy, but I wanted to have fun in high school, so I chose that, and I fell in love with it. And I was like, I need to know how to run my business so I don't get screwed out of my money or the operation. So I went to college for accounting.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
So you said that your mom was a seamstress. Is she still?
She isn't. She was a person of multi-talented as well. She used to sell jewelry, sell clothes, sell food, everything. And after a while, when we started getting older, she just put the sewing machine down. But she knows how to do it though. Yeah.
Shouts out to mommy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I love that. So with accounting, first of all, she is degreed, okay? Not once, but twice, okay? Sister girl has a bachelor's and a master's. Let's clap it up for that.
It was hard.
Dang, first of all, I couldn't even get past the bachelor's. Let's start there. Let's start there. So that is very commendable. A black woman, a cultured black woman, okay? An immigrant black woman doing her thing. Well, she's second generation immigrant. So let's get into that. So how was that growing up in an African household? Can you please get into that? Or how was that growing up?
You already know how it is. You know, they bring us to America and then they expect us, not to get into the American ways. But one thing that I can say with our culture that we always bring home is the grades. Being top of the class, being, I guess, multi-talented in sports too. I was in volleyball, I was in basketball, and I was on the dance team. So yeah, I wasn't really a troublemaker. I don't think I was. I speak my mind even with my mom and my teachers. So yeah, it was chill. It was chill.
So she says she's a Leo, y'all. They're they're very headstrong, but you know what? I ain't mad at it. Coming from someone who is super shy, I can commend anyone that, can speak their mind and knows what they want. Because it's not even so much about speaking your mind. You knew what you want at an early age and you were able to articulate that. So I love that for you. I'm growing up, finally. I'm becoming an adult. So I'm learning how to do that. But that is definitely commendable. Another question that I have for you regarding, the household and all of the challenges and things like that. How were you able to still pursue fashion and still try to get your degree without mommy coming in trying to, separate the two worlds, even though she was a seamstress? So she, was already involved in that. But how were you able to kind of allow it to all flow as one and not have her like, please focus on school. You'll do the other stuff later.
That's an interesting story. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want.
Right.
So love mommy, love everybody, but I'm gonna do what I want.
I want to be like you.
It wasn't easy. I had to work 2 jobs and go to college. And the thing about it is, once I start something, I want to finish it.
Yeah.
So even when I was in college, she was just like, you can pick up the fashion later. Like, put it down, finish the degree and whatnot. But I had a phase in college. I don't know if this is going too deep, but I had got depressed.
No,
I was just like, I'm over the classes. Like, I'm over working hard all the time.
Yeah.
I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Had a little mental breakdown, shaved my head, and just stopped going to classes. So I set out for 2 semesters, and I was flipping burgers at Whataburger, and I said, I need to go get that degree because I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, she was just like, get the degree and finish. And the thing that kept pushing me though was the fashion. I was just like, I need to get a job where I can fund my dream, because at the end of the day, I don't think my talent is going anywhere. I'm very talented.
Right.
I'm T. So I just went and I finished, and she was there to support me though. She always supported my dream. She was just like, look, you're gonna be in runways one day in Italy, in Milan, all that good stuff. So yeah, she, even though she was in my ear like, get the degree, she was just like, my baby is very talented. It's your time will come. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quickly, because this is Salon Talks with Sony, right? We all know how salon talks go. You talk to your hairstylist, you give them the tea. So I'm your hairstylist today, okay? So give me the tea. How were you able to go through the process of dealing with the depression and, you know, being in school? And honestly, I'm not going to knock our African parents, but they don't know how to really support emotional issues. It's kind of that thing like, you'll be okay, or like, you know, this too shall pass. It's not really like any comfort or any love, like affection, when it comes to African parents. You do have that one anomaly here and there that are like super supportive. Hey, my baby. But most of our African parents, they're not that emotional or supportive. So how were you able to go to school, process the depression, and make it to the other side?
So I would say, my friends, you have to have a really good community of people who aren't just saying, oh, we love you, or this and this and this. Because I would say I had a mixture of things that led me into that depression. It was trying to stay up with my grades, having to work all the time, questioning my sexuality, and for a long time I was keeping it to myself. And eventually I was just like, yo, because I used to tell my mom everything, so I'm like, if I can't tell my mom this stuff, then shit, I can't tell nobody. So, I mean, I told her how I was feeling, and she was just like, it's okay. Like, she did say it's probably just a phase, but she was
of course.
But telling her did give me a relief, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna make a plan, sit the semester out, see if I really want to do this, and then I'm gonna go back. But it was my friends pouring into me. There are some friends who was just like, also, you know, but the ones, you know who you are.
Shout out to y'all.
I love y'all down bad. But yeah.
So you did have that community, and it is so important to, you know, be able to share. And that's why I also created this space, because I felt at the time when the Lord, I'm not gonna take credit for it, because y'all know I would not sit in front of nobody's camera and be talking about nothing. So it had to be God genuinely that allowed this to happen. And the way he gave it to me is to be able to have the vulnerable conversations as I do with my clients in the salon, because there's nothing off bets when they talk to me. They tell me everything. So I can only imagine like that sense of relief almost after they get their hair done. It's like, oof, already I dropped that load. Let's go do what we need to do. But on the day to day, I felt as though we don't have, or I don't have a lot of times, as well as other people, because people do talk to me. They don't have the sense of community or that person they can go to talk to. So I do appreciate that you have that, you know, access to people that you're able to talk to and be vulnerable with, guys. It's okay. Share with your friends, your real friends. Make sure they're your friends. But I love that you were able to have that sense of community. Okay, so I'm gonna dive in a little deep. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Don't be shy. And whatever you don't feel comfortable with,
I got you.
Edit it out.
Yeah.
But as far as dealing with your sexuality, if you don't mind me asking, so what was that? Was it just you questioning yourself? Did other variables play a role in that, or you just woke up one day and was like, I don't know, I might like girls?
No, I didn't wake up one day just thinking that, but I used to tell my little sisters, I was just like, because they used to play around in that, and I'm just like, guys, we're not supposed to do that. It says in the Bible we're not supposed to do that. And, you know, I had a bucket list. Threesome, boom. Like shopping, boom. Just like a bucket list of things you want to do in life. People sometimes don't admit it. I don't care. Holier than thou. Y'all not God. But
right.
Yeah, I had a bucket list. So my boyfriend at the time, we were just like, let's see if we can knock it off our list. And I think I might have been oblivious because I had a friend, really good friend in college, who had a crush on me, and I didn't see it, but my twin sister did. And when I told her about it, she was just like, oh yeah, I do. I was like, that's hilarious.
That's crazy.
But that opened the door to me like, okay, let me cross it off my bucket list. And then after that, I dibbled and dabbled. But then when I was in another relationship, I had somebody who also had a crush on me that I didn't realize. And when I actually opened up my emotions to it, I was just like, snap, okay. Everybody is just a human being. Like, you can love whoever you want.
Yeah.
But then I really started to like go crazy. I was just like, this is not, we're not supposed to do this in our culture. We're not supposed to do this. It says in the Bible. So I started really going crazy. Like, I had moments where I wanted to like maybe think about offing myself, but it's just like, even like somebody that I was confiding in, the first thing, when I come to somebody with my problems, I do believe God is the final answer. He's the final say. But for you to tell me right away, we're not supposed to do that. It's in the Bible.
Right.
Like, girl, I'm not going to want to come to you no more.
Exactly.
So it's just like,
it's not inviting. Yeah.
It's not inviting at all. So I did try to push down my emotions, but over the years it's still there. So I'm just like, I'm going to do what I want. Like, yeah.
You know what I can say about your age group though?
What's good?
Okay. Do you mind sharing how old you are?
I'm 28 in August.
28.
August 9th.
She's fast forwarding that much. That's how you won't regret the fast forwarding, because once you hit 30, you're like, I wish I was 28. But no, I appreciate the fact that y'all don't allow culture, media, anything to kind of just influence you in a sense of that part of knowing yourselves. Baby, there was no such thing as even speaking of it.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
My mom would have took her flip-flop and get out of my room. Like, it wouldn't have been a discussion of me even entertaining the thought. We would have been having a prayer meeting, because they need to cast that out of me, because that's a spirit. But in reality, history goes back as far as God knows when, 18, 20, and 17, whatever, where people were kind of experimenting with these things. I feel like the win is when you come out on the other side and make your decision like, this was for me and this wasn't. Of course, don't be dibbling and dabbling and getting yourself into stuff you can't get out of. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
Be safe. If I'm not going to say anything else to y'all, be safe and take care of yourselves. If you are going to experiment, this is on a whim, but if you are going to be experimenting to figure out who you are, right? Be safe and make sure you're taking care of yourself health-wise. And y'all put everything in between the lines that should fit there. But I do commend you guys for being bold enough to kind of go past the barriers of culture, because in an African household, there's no such thing as any of it. You see it even now. Like, the guys will be, gay. You can see, like, the boy is who he is. But the mom is like, no, it's a phase. The dad is like, no, my son is not. My son will marry a woman.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's be real. So I commend you on that.
But I do want to clear up. When I say dibble and dabble, I mean emotional wise.
Yeah.
Because this body is sacred and nobody is just touching me.
I know that's That's right, sister.
I just wanted to clear that.
I know that's. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for even being able to share that, and I thank you for being vulnerable enough to share that, because that's something that's it's a sensitive subject even to talk about on a podcast. Yeah. But it's a sensitive subject to admit to someone else. So. Rounds up for that one. Thank you for sharing. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so you were able to get through, functioning under depression, figuring yourself out at a very young. That's young. You were young. Yeah. That was what, a few years ago, right?
Yeah. I was 24.
24. At 24. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what I was doing. I feel like 24, it was like 10 years ago. But for you to be able to master, dealing with your emotions, processing them, and coming out on the other side, that's very commendable. And now she a whole fashion designer, degreed in all the things. So what inspires your fashion? Like, give me something. What inspires you to create?
That's a loaded one too, because I could sit at a blank piece of paper and just stare at it for hours. But then, like, in my dreams, I will have something and I will dream about it over and over again. And I'm like, I need to get my hand to a piece of paper before it just disappears in my mind. But I would say what inspires me, I guess, I'm not even gonna lie, everything inspires me. I can look at a Chanel piece and be like, oh, that's cute, but I would tweak it this way. I can look at, what did I used to say? What I used to design on tissue paper. Like, just if I'm in class, like, just looking at an object and seeing if it could form to the female body or male gaze or male body is something that I aspire to do. I want to be able to make everything look couture or look posh just a little bit. But I do dream about my designs a lot. So that's why I'm just like, I need to actually sketch them out. Yeah. Dreaming about it is nice, but are you going to give it to the world?
Right.
So,
I love that. So how early did that start for you, though? Like,
dreaming about it or actually liking fashion?
All of it. The fashion and dreams, and how soon, how young?
I would say I may have always had a sense of fashion, because in middle school, before I even went to high school, I had this punk rock phase where I would really be like in little skirts and the heels and the boots. Like, I have this one picture, hot pink. It's crazy. And I used to be obsessed with vests too. Like, oh, wow. I put it on. Yeah, I thought I was it.
You were. For that time, yes, ma'am, you were.
But yeah, I would say, like, liking fashion started at a young age, and seeing my mom was that girl. She had the stuff on. Okay. So when I was a tomboy though, so I can look at something and appreciate it for what it is. But I would say my beautiful friends that are women really pushed me to be like, you need to start dressing more like a girl, or like express yourself. Let me use that word, express yourself. So yeah, when I started expressing myself, I was like, I'm cute. I can do this.
I love that. It is liberating being able to just put that shit on, like, and not care what anyone says. I can relate to that. I can attest to that. It started young for me as well. Like, I just woke up one day and I could braid.
Period.
I'm not. It's so comedic. Y'all hear Rashad laughing in the back. It's so comedic, but I swear down.
Yeah.
I think it was like maybe 6.5, 7.
That's young.
I was quiet though, so I would always sit in the corner while my siblings would fight, because they're barely a year apart. They're darn near twins. So they're over there in the corner fighting, and I picked up a Barbie doll, and 1 strand, 2 strand, 3. That's a braid. Period. And it never left. It just kept developing, even with the fashion thing. I mentioned, I would just draw in class because my attention span was the worst, and y'all are not keeping me entertained. So what we about to do, doodle? So yeah, like, it's something that does start early. So I'm glad you poured into it, and I'm glad your mom was there for you to see, like, this is something that's attainable. Like, it's not just in my head, it's not just dreams. Exactly. And I feel like people do make it seem like, it's just arts and crafts. So did anybody do that to you, make you feel like it was just arts and crafts?
I don't think so, because like I said, my mom is behind me. Like, she bragged to everybody about me. Yo, look at what my daughter is doing. Look at what my daughter created.
I know, that's right.
She really poured into me. So even if her friends did try to play it down, she never told me. Because shit, all my aunties know I'm that girl too, and if they don't, they'll find out. But
exactly, I love that. I truly. For once, we have broken the curse of an African home.
LOL.
I'm sure it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm not kidding, y'all. Growing up African with a traditional African parent, it's not easy. You fight for your life.
And I would say the thing that probably helped me, sort of, maybe, was because my mother was a single mom. And the person that she did have around us was just like, y'all are talented. Y'all he always spoke wisdom into us. Uncle Savage, shout out to Uncle Savage. I love y'all.
Period.
All right. But yeah, so yeah. And my mom speaks on mine too, so
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So mommy did a good job. We appreciate mommy. She did it all by herself and she did a good job. Okay, so I had one more thing that I really wanted to ask you. I forgot where my question is. But once I'm gonna wait for that to come back to me. So we have a fun segment, right? Let's lighten the mood up a little bit. Fun questions, really fast, a rapid fire. Let's end with a few questions. Coffee or tea?
coffee.
We're gonna move on. Heels or sneakers?
Heels.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Solo sewing nights or wild runway weekends?
Wild runway weekends.
Period. Why not solo? Because I feel like you can really zone in, create your stuff.
You said solo sewing night?
Yeah, like you really going in, creating.
We
sewing.
like a fun time.
Exactly. That is kind of boring. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, so runway, wild runway. So have you had that though? Have you? You did. You had a fashion show.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She did recently. When was that?
October.
This past October?
Yeah.
She recently had a fashion show, guys, where she showcased her pieces. Can you plug your Instagram page for your fashion designs?
I will. My Instagram is @moreyemi, MOREYEMI_MYL.
And we will have that on the screen somewhere. During the podcast. But can you tell us a little bit about that? Was that your first one? Was that your first
second
showcase?
one.
That was our second showcase.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first one. How was the first one? How was the jitters? Was it exciting? Were you under anxiety, under pressure?
It was exciting. It was all of those. I was on anxiety, under pressure, because when I put on a show, and this is what I'm trying to get out of my head sometimes, I like to be perfect. And also when I put on a show, I want it to be just my brand and my brand alone. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a collection of 6 pieces that I had done over the years, because I put stuff out when I was a freshman. I had a swimsuit collection, sophomore did a sophomore collection. And I just collected all of those over time and then had a fashion show. And there's always that high of, oh shit, I accomplished this, I did it. And the first show I had a team, but not as much as a team that I had the second show. Yeah. Because you do learn. And it's just nice to see people really messing with your ideas and seeing that your vision came to life, and they're like, oh, you did that. Yeah. And what I always appreciate hearing in the streets, oh, she had a real fashion show, because there was a fashion show the day after mine, and it didn't top mine, but I like to hear oh, hers was better, or hers brought the actual authenticity.
That street talk, okay, the streets will talk, okay. No, I love that.
The adrenaline is what makes me really love it, and that's why I'm just yo, you need to be more consistent, because that is bad, but my community is gonna help me.
Keep her on it, okay, guys?
Yeah, but that second show was even more of a high, just pulling it off, and people really messing with the pieces, and I just love it. It just reminds me that I am that girl sometimes when I'm just let me just chill out. But yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, when you walked out in that white dress, I was
I didn't go, so I'm waiting on the next one.
Okay, there will be.
We're waiting on the next one. Yeah. So can you give us a little bit of your pre-prep for the fashion show? So what does that consist of? Are you designing the pieces within the year, and then you put together the collection? How do you even pick the collection?
Yes. Okay, so I do start a year in advance.
Okay.
And I try to, at least. I'm very picky with who I work with, because once I work with you, I'm working with you for a lifetime if you're still doing it. So I'm selecting models, I'm DMing people, and not everybody is going to DM you back, but I'm somebody that's not afraid to shoot my shot at anybody. So yeah, I'm very picky. So I select the models first. Once you select the models, I select my team. And then, because I mean, at the end of the day, your team does push you, but they're not going to believe in you, I would say, as much as you do. So you gotta really, the fact that I could, because I remember being at the mall and I walked into this store, I forgot what it was called, but the counter girl, she told me that she was in school for fashion marketing, and I was just like, I'm having a fashion show, do you want to join my team?
Perfect opportunity.
She's older than me, but the fact that I can speak so much life into myself, to have some, because the next team will be getting paid. They got paid well. I took them out, but I couldn't physically pay them like as much money as I wanted to. So just to have people believe in you, like, it's just like, oh shit, okay, I can do this. So after this team is picked, I do like collect sketches that I have done over time, but I always like to have a theme. So theme or style that I'm going for, and then I just go from there.
Okay, so what about the sewing process, the actual process of putting needle to thread?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So the sewing process, I would say, how do I say it? You gotta iron that sleeve seam out, and then you gotta go back for the serger, and you gotta serge the ends to make it look neat, and then after that, you're sewing it again to make sure it stays down. So, and that's not even just the hem, that's the inside hem. So,
if we even know what that means, y'all. If we even know what that's designer talk. Okay, so yes, three sewing machines for one outfit, like I was just saying. So if she had 6 outfits, y'all do the math how many times she had to go back. That takes commitment, and that shows that you really do actually love what you do to be able to invest and go back into it. I have a thing where when I'm doing hair, I tell people, do not rush me. Like, if it's a hair appointment, be prepared to put away at least 3 hours of your time, because I don't want you to call me, it's a track back here in the back. Exactly. I really wanted you to. No. We're gonna make sure it's right and it's in place, and everything is at least as good as it can get. So that goes to show her professionalism. Okay, people.
Try to be.
So what's next for your brand? What's next? Like, where do you see your brand in the next? I'm not even gonna go that far. Let's say in the next 2 years.
What's next for my brand? I am going to Tokyo in August, and I am looking for a manufacturer. So
okay, take me with you. Girl, put me in the back pocket.
You're gonna be there. I'm gonna be sending photos. But my thing is, yes, I'm talented, and yes, I have the means to create, but when people ask me, okay, can I get this or can I get that? I'm only one person, and I can't push out a certain number of pieces unless I'm doing it day and night and just slaving myself. So I want to get a manufacturer, and once I get that, website goes up, clothes get sewn, and we could do little drops. Right. So it don't gotta go crazy all at once. Like, I just want to do little drops and get the traction. Okay.
I love that. I love that you're expanding. You got vision, girl. I'm excited to see what she's gonna produce in the next 2 years. Okay.
I do.
Yeah, we're gonna be bigger and better. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, so another fun segment, real quick. Chanel or Gucci?
Chanel.
Period. I love that. You're my girl. Period. Okay. Louis Vuitton or Louis V?
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
Why?
Certain pieces, not everything. Certain pieces.
So Louis Vuitton quiet luxury or Louis Vuitton monogram?
Quiet. Okay. Quiet. Real quiet.
You're back on track.
I want to be a minimalist. That's why I told you statement pieces.
Statement pieces. I love
it's not all about piece. I'm wearing this.
You see, Africans, everybody think you're supposed to be bam. Big old Louis Vuitton across your chest. And sometimes it's okay to just have the L and the V on the corner. We don't have to wear up and down Louis Vuitton.
The loudest people be the
We all know. Where's the money?
No bag. Where's it really at?
Where's the money? Okay, so last one. Let me see. Balenciaga or I'm trying to go into my fashion bag with this one. Okay, so Balenciaga or Shaw, give me one.
You can put me on spot like that. Balenciaga or this one that start with an M. Can't think of the name of it.
Dang, we all. That's a shame. Everybody in the room like him. Okay, why he get his M? Balenciaga or Chloe?
Chloe what? Chloe who?
We gonna cut that out. You don't know, sister.
Chloe, I think I know what brand you're talking about, but
Chloe.
let's look.
Ooh, sister girl. See.
Okay, I got one.
Okay. Back shot.
Burberry or Prada?
Prada. I like Burberry, but Prada.
Yeah, Prada really got it.
Yeah.
Burberry is another one of those loud.
Yeah, because their whole image is based off of just, not just, but their fabric.
Okay, I see that.
I can't believe. Well, Chloe is French, but
okay.
What's your go-to brand if you even shop fast fashion? Right? What's your go-to?
In fast fashion, are you talking about Shein?
I'm talking about like something like you're just like in the mall.
I'm kind of basic, guys. My go-to is Zara, but
That ain't basic.
really. Yo, it's basic. Look, you get basic.
I'm not shading y'all because get it how you will, because Sister Girl has on Walmart today and you wouldn't even be able to tell.
Exactly.
Get it how you will.
Hey, Zara's crazy though.
Yeah.
Especially for dudes. Okay.
But Zara, I'm gonna leave my opinion and my big old forehead to myself, okay? Okay, that was good. But we gotta put you up on some Chloe. Okay?
I do. I need to be on top of the
high.
brands. Yeah.
She is high.
She's pricey. Is she worth it though?
It depends. Okay, Chloe is more quiet luxury.
Okay.
She's not big, bold, and loud. She has no big old monogram. The monogram is the name. So there's no really big statement, whatever, but
because I'll spend money on a good piece. Like,
I love a good piece.
Yeah, so.
I love a good piece. Okay, so last one though. Fast fashion. Fashion Nova or Shein.
I'm gonna say Fashion Nova. I don't do fast fashion, not because I don't want to, but because I hate scrolling. I really do appreciate the walking into the store, trying it on.
Yeah.
Are you a Shein? My sister stays on Shein.
I hate Shein. I got beef. Shein, if y'all see it, I'm joking. Y'all gotta stop though. This has got to stop. But before I even say that, why Fashion Nova just emailed me, y'all? That's
we know where she
Did
stands.
y'all hear it? Seriously, tell it.
They do.
No, literally received your order. I didn't order anything. That's scary.
Maybe they're sending you something. Maybe you got something coming.
No, I swear our phones, y'all, whoever my spy is, the FBI agent.
Exactly.
I found it.
Okay, go ahead, Sean.
What was the first one? Balenciaga
or the one that starts with the M?
Marni.
I think Marni.
Marni, right?
Yeah, I actually do know that brand.
We love that.
They're very bold with their colors, and very statement piece driven for sure.
Yeah.
So I think you'll rock with that one.
We love that. I have one more, but I can't think of the name either, and it also starts with a C. I love their bags. I'll think about it. We'll get back to that. But Cartier or this is the last this or that. Cartier and not even Cartier. First of all, it's Cartier. Cartier or Cartier or Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Really?
Yeah.
I love a Cartier.
But I think it's just Tiffany is more simple pieces, right?
Both are actually.
Okay. True.
Both are, but Tiffany is very I say luxurious as far as their wedding rings.
Okay.
I think they've built their brand around simplicity.
Yeah.
But very expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive. So okay, Tiffany.
And maybe I'm biased because of Breakfast at Tiffany's, but the movie.
Look, we on the opposite realms of fashion brands, but look, I can get down with it. I'm not mad at that at all. What did I say? Fashion, Shein or Fashion Nova?
Yeah.
You said Fashion Nova, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Shein. That's what I was getting at. Shein. Have you noticed this? Okay, let me know. Rashad, you too. I don't know if you shop on Shein. Do you shop on Shein?
I get the news reports from my sister.
Yes, the news report. And quack. So Shein has this thing where you put something in the cart, right? Let's say it was $5. This is for everybody. Let's say it was $5, and then as soon as you put it in the cart, when you go to checkout, it bumps it up to $8.
Wait, what? I know. Yeah. I was hearing that they was increasing their prices though.
No, it bumps it up. Even before that, it will bump it up in the cart. I caught on one day.
So it don't tell y'all. That's crazy.
Crazy. Like, how are you scamming me?
Crazy.
You're scamming me right in my face.
And I don't even
know. One day though, I was shopping. And I was scrolling, and then I had my dude look at it. I was like, I'm not bugging out. This can't be, because sometimes I feel like I'm dyslexic. Whatever the word is, y'all, I can't get it out.
Okay.
I feel like I just be seeing numbers or letters switch and swap. Yeah. So I was like, y'all, I'm not crazy. Look at this. I can even pull it up on Shein right now. This is a sidebar, y'all. Let me hurry up. I don't want to run out of time. But as soon as you put it in the cart, it jumped from 5 to 8. And then I was like, I'm going to put something else in the cart. I put something else in the cart to see like the final total. In the cart, it said 20, but when I went to check out, it was like 45. I was like, I'm never shopping on Shein.
Okay.
I'd rather pay full price on Fashion Nova, because that's the price. You're not scamming me.
Exactly.
Then me put something in the cart, and it's $5. When I go to check out, it's 10.
That's interesting.
And paying double. So I might as well buy at the original price.
That's
y'all
true.
watch out for that. They scamming.
That's true.
I might get in trouble. For that, but I don't care. Do what's right in the name of the Lord. Amen. No, all jokes aside. Okay, so in the next 2 years, you're going to be fully manufactured.
Amen.
We're going to have a website.
Yes, ma'am.
Somewhere where we can actually log in and buy the pieces. So as far as right now, though, how do you go about, commissioning? Do people just hit you up? How do we go about getting a original piece from Miss Yemi? Okay, the people need to know.
Yeah, I would say word of mouth. I do have a lot of people always coming to me off of word of mouth, and that's really good, because if your customers love you, baby, your business will keep on booming. Word of mouth, DMs, phone numbers if you got my number. Like, yeah, just come to me.
Love that. I'm actually getting a piece made for my birthday, so.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. I have one more thing. I don't know why this thing keeps slipping. I talk too much and I go into a tangent, and now everybody's laughing and I done forgot my professional question. But hair. So your favorite hairdos.
Ooh.
This is salon talk, y'all. I gotta get some hair talking. So your top, let's say 3. Your top 3 favorite hairdos of all time.
Okay, the bob. People seem to love me with my bob, and I do too, because I'm just adorable. So I'm just like, okay, the bob. Okay. I haven't gotten this hairdo, but I think it would look really good on me. It's the passion twist where it's braids, but the things come out. Okay, yes. So I think I would do very good justice, and I would say you gotta go with your classic bust down middle part slick back.
Exactly. Every time.
Eat that every time. Like,
every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get some male input. Male input in the bag.
That's my name.
I see this segment all the time on TikTok. You know how they ask the guys
exactly.
like, "What's your favorite hairdo? What's your favorite hairdo?" Male in the bag.
I'm a naturalist.
Okay, period.
My favorite hairdo would have to be anything my wife has on.
I know that's right. Shouts out to Miss Nikki. Okay.
We gonna be for real.
Period.
I like that.
No, I love that. We love a natural.
Exactly.
I'm giving you guys a little bit of that today. It's not mine, but it's mine.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
No, we love a good natural. So, have you had any hair struggles though? Like, growing up, did you hate your hair? Did you love your hair?
I would say growing up, since I was more of a tomboy, I didn't really care for my hair. My mom used to trim our hair a lot because, 4 girls growing up, single mom. I guess she just did what she had to do. But college, I really started to learn, okay, I need to really train my hair, know how to take care of it and all that. And also, I think every woman should do this, but not everybody is comfortable without hair. When you shave your hair off, like, you become an awakened person. At least one time, baby. The breeze was hitting the scalp. What? It was like, yeah.
Yes. High five. Yes.
It's gonna grow back. Like, it's gonna grow back. And honestly,
you got it in Sean's face.
Girl, your hair look like a dirty tennis ball.
Listen, I've done it. Don't be a hater.
Exactly.
Don't be a hater.
I look like
Yes. Okay, so she said
very special person to rock a ball.
Listen, I've done it. Forehead big and all. I did not care. And it was blonde.
Exactly. Ooh.
Sure was.
Yeah, tennis ball head.
So I was cute. Okay.
Exactly.
No, for real. It was bleach blonde, like white, like
I like that.
What's her name? Amber Rose. Like I went all the way there. But I also had a he back there laughing, y'all. He is dying.
Because the contrast is killing me.
No, for real. Like the black and the brown, literally. As dark as I am, imagine all that bleach blonde hair on top of my head. And I did not care. I literally woke up and was like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm doing it today. My mom was like, no.
No, bad.
And I called her. And I sent her a picture. She was like, oh my God, Jesus.
Bro, but when it happens, it happens. My boyfriend at the time told me not to do it, but if you love me, you're gonna stay with me anyway. He came home and he was like, why did you do it? Go ahead, palm it. Palm it.
You know what I'm saying?
Look. Hey.
Have you guys seen that meme with the plunger in the bald head?
Lord,
I think so.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that one alone. I believe that one right there, but it's hilarious, y'all. But I agree. At least one time, Baldy, you feel so liberated.
You do.
You feel so liberated.
So it's a mind thing. It
really is. At least one time. At least one time. Okay, so we're coming on to the end of our segment. You've been such an enjoyable guest. We get to Girl Bald.
Girl, you look good.
Girl Bald.
You look good.
Very bald.
Period.
But as far as your texture though, did you? Because it was a thing, right? Black in general. Us brown people.
Yes.
We're kind of taught to, especially Africans, relaxer at like 2 years old. As soon as it came out, my dad went and bought it for me because my daughter has to have one. It's the new thing. So was that like a thing in your household too? Like your hair can't be nappy. And when I say air quotes, your hair can't be nappy, or did that affect you any?
I would say we did get relaxers as a child, but I guess to make it easier for my mom. But it didn't affect me. I mean, my hair is my hair, and I think that's the only, I would say, because I had 3 other sisters, and I would see how it would affect them. I don't care that much. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, rock with you. But yeah, I mean, my hair, I'm learning how to deal with it now. I still got that 4C. It crinkles up. It's irritating sometimes, though. Sometimes, even now, I'll be in the mirror and I'll be like, bro, because I'm not a hair person, but now I have somebody to teach me. Period. But, yeah, it didn't affect me that much as a child, but
I've always wondered, because that's never been a thing for me, but I've noticed culturally in our community, it's a thing. Like, especially in, I would hate to say it, like African homes or black homes, it's like,
it's true.
Now it's less of a thing because we've embraced the whole natural movement or whatever. But before, I noticed it was a thing where relaxer, you can't walk around nappy, those nappy edges and all of the things. That never was an issue for me because, like you, I didn't care because I did hair. I did would have dabbled, and I will literally go from purple to red to orange to blue to black. Like, because I like to experiment and one life.
Exactly.
This is not a trial run, y'all. Like, if you're gonna do it now. before you're 80 at least.
Right.
So I'd rather have the pictures to show my kids like, yeah, mommy was that girl. Like, look,
exactly.
you can do it too.
Yeah.
Rather than sit back when I'm 80 like, dang, I should have tried that. But the whole nappy head thing, I've always wondered how it affected other people because that's never been like an issue for me. Like I never considered our hair nappy.
Yeah.
I just thought about it as texture. And then to me, it's more of like, we got options.
Exactly.
Baby, I could blow it out. I could wear it straight. I can wear it kinky. I could put curl rods in it. We got options and it's not gonna fall out.
Exactly.
Them folks, they can't put braids in their hair without it falling out. So it's good to also hear someone else, you know, that didn't affect them. That's just a little hair talk, y'all. I can't help it. I'm a hairstylist. You gotta have some hair talk. But I do appreciate how open and vulnerable you have been the whole episode. It's hard once you get in front of that camera, once you see that red light, it changes things. It changes things.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
So, thank you so much. Before you go, would you leave anything with our viewers? Because we don't know who watches on the other side. It may not be who we expect it to be.
That's true.
So do you have something to leave with your peers, people your age group, people my age group, everybody? Because you're never too young or too old to listen to, you know, some good sound advice. So what would you leave with the people about life or something that you feel like should be shared?
One, follow my brand on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. MOREYEMI_MYL on all accounts. But something that I have been seeing in our community, I love your family, love your friends, but if you have to walk away or distance yourself to actually express yourself or explore your dreams and be happy, not suppress your happiness because of the people around you, do what you gotta do. It won't be easy, but sometimes it's necessary to also elongate your life and elongate the things that you got in your mind, because people be haters. They're the ones next to you. So that's all I'm gonna leave with.
I love that. That's good. Yes, guys, definitely walk away. You feel it. She laughing. Walk away.
Yeah.
No, when things have expired, they just have expired.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you should force anything. If it's time to go, learn your lesson and move forward. You don't know what's on the other side. There's a meme. I always talk about this meme. Sorry, I'm poking you.
No, you're good.
I always talk about this meme. Is Jesus holding a bear? You remember the meme I had on that one? Yes, Jesus holding a little bear. No, the person holding a little bear, and Jesus has like a big, huge, ginormous teddy bear behind his back. But you see her holding on to that little bear because that's how far your mind will allow you to go.
That's true.
But the Lord,
the Lord said,
the Lord always has greater and always has better. We do not know it all, y'all. So
that's true.
She is very, look at this wisdom. Come on, wisdom. Yes, that's very wise of you to say. So that wraps it up. I'm gonna let you shout out your brand one more time. Say whatever you want to say to the people.
I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Salon Talks, because this baby is gonna be big one day, and I appreciate you for bringing me on this platform.
Love you.
Yeah, shout out more Yemi.
Period. Shout out more Yemi. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Salon Talks with Sony. See you later. Bye.
Hey, let's talk.